Alright everyone, it's pretty early in the morning, and for the last day I've been slowly putting on a new Invisible Shield for the 3DS. And the first one I got apparently was defective because some of the cuts were extremely off, surprisingly, which is odd because it all comes out the same cutout. So it might have been just a defect, but this one's actually coming out much better. What happened with the first one was there was like a bad fold looking line on the bottom screen, and on the top screen some dust somehow got into it. I don't know how, but it also was really rough on one corner. Like in this area here was really rough for some reason. It was really bad, and even when you turn on the 3D, it was just completely broken. So I called Zag up, told him what happened. So they sent me a replacement. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going through each piece, taking it off, putting a new one on. And of course, if you ever got one of these Invisible Shields and you're wondering how this lifetime warranty thing works, well, you tell them, hey, I need a new one. They'll send you one, and they give you about 2 months to put the new one on, keep all the old pieces, and just put in this envelope here. And I did not mean to do that on purpose. Okay. So basically you're just putting all the old ones in the envelope and send it back. Now you may be thinking, it's like, wait a minute, what are they going to do with the old one? Well, they just throw it away. They don't inspect this. They do this so that you don't go and just say, hey, something's wrong with it, and they just send you an extra set and you just sell it off to someone else. So this is more of a way to make sure that it just makes it more legitimate with the exchange process. So it is coming out better than the first time around. I know I did some recordings for it, but I decided to scrap all that and wait until a proper finished one is done. But so far it looks really good. Let me cut to the next scene and get some close-up shots so far. So I guess here's a close-up shot. Just gives you an idea. And if you take your time with this, it actually looks really good. Even to the point, say like in the black areas, you can't really tell it's even on there. Here's the top screen here. Now the only issue I have with this one here is right here. You're going to see it's a little rough, but I just freshly put this on. And it actually takes a couple of days for it to set in, but then it actually takes a couple more weeks for it to completely smooth out. So I'm going to wait until then. And plus, it's actually not on the screen itself, it's actually on the black border part. So when I'm looking at the game, it's not interfering with it. And of course, this particular one I have is the Maximum Shield version, which means it covers every single aspect, well, most of it. So basically you got 3 versions for, so you got 3 different versions of the Invisible Shield for the 3DS. You got the screen protector, which is just the top screen and the touch screen. You get the standard version, which is the screen protectors, the protectors right here, the top here, and the bottom. And the maximum protection, the only difference is that they give you little strips that you can put around here. Now, price-wise, the maximum and the standard version is the same price. So for the price, you might as well get the maximum version, but there might be a reason why you don't want to get that. And that is for particular accessories. Say like if you want to still use the charging cradle, or say you have the Circle Pad Pro, will it still work with it? Well, I tested it out with the old Invisible Shield before I switched it out, and it does fit. It actually cradles in the charging cradle just fine. With the Circle Pad Pro, because the Circle Pad Pro has little rubber grips inside where it helps hold the system in, it's slightly tighter, but it's still manageable. But if you're someone that really doesn't care about the Circle Pad Pro and you're more worried about, say, like the charging cradle, it still works fine with it. So I don't see any reason not to have it. And you know, it's just a better way to help protect the system. And yes, the 3D effect actually does still work fine with the Invisible Shield. You know, some people are saying that, oh, how is this going to affect the 3D screen? Well, it actually works just fine. And apparently, from what I found out, is that Zag is coming out with a HD version, which is actually much smoother, much clearer. You know, if you look at this one here, I don't know how well this camera's going to pick up, but you can tell it's not like extremely smooth. You know, you can tell it is a little rough, I want to say, in terms of the surface. You know, it's not completely smooth, but it is still doable. So once I completely finish this and you know, let it set properly and use it for a while, maybe like in a week or so, I'll give you an update video from this and let you guys know if having an Invisible Shield for the 3DS is worth the money. So like always, have a good one.